So when we talk about your ideal client, I know we've talked a little bit before, and I know you do a lot of work for the Fortune 500 group. What are some of the things that they should expect from you? And then, well, maybe I should stop and say it this way. Who is the ideal client? And then what should they expect?
You know, it's interesting because that's been a journey for me. So I used to think it was just big clients with a lot of employees. And we've recently done a session for a father, a son, just a father and a son company where they just were not connecting. And so it's this teeny small 2-person, and we have a class called The Elephant in the Room. And we taught the father and son how to communicate. I mean, how beautiful is that, that after all these years, the father can say what he really wanted to say, and the son got a chance to say what he really wanted to say. So I think our ideal client is people who really want to, A, believe that they owe their employees for something. They owe their employees some kind of work that helps them handle everything life has given them, number one. And I think the other thing is for the employers who really say, you know what, I want to feel less stressed. I don't want to yell at my employees all the time, or I don't want to yell at my wife or husband all the time. So I think it's both. It's really for people that need to continue learning. And I would certainly argue that's everybody. Oh, certainly no, me.
Well, I totally agree. One of the things that I'm sold on is the old Ziegler saying that you're what you are, where you are, because of what's gone into your mind. You want to change what you are and change where you are.
Absolutely.
Change what goes into your mind. So what I'm hearing is, if you really want to make a change in your company and its culture, it's bring you guys in and allow you to instill or insert some new thought patterns.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Absolutely. It may be everything from emotional intelligence, which I was lucky enough to be trained this year with Daniel Goleman himself through a series of workshops. And so it may be a matter of understanding how I connect emotionally with everyone around me. Or it may be things on parenting supports. We worry a lot about our children. It may be something like that. It may be things on your dog, on your pets, which we certainly care about. I have 4 of them, so I understand that. I think the important thing is we're not judgmental. So we're really looking for a sort of a self-assessment to say, tell me what you're looking for. What kind of culture do you want to build, and how are we going to get there?
And you guys, that whole thing about you being able to create a process and a program, it doesn't necessarily have to be one pill, does it?
No.
I mean, when you think about changing a culture or bringing something like this, what would you ideally like to see in a company that is Fortune 500 and you're able to insert yourself?
What we know, what research has proved in every situation is education really absolutely gives us results. In New York City, we have the calorie counts on our menus. People don't like it, but we know for a fact it's worked. So we need to make sure that our employees are educated about what works and what doesn't work. And so that's really what we're promoting, is education in an engaging, humorous way that connects people to believe that they can make that change. So if it's teaching calories and, you know, helping being more conscious and working with the Affordable Health Care Act, which all of us are part of now, and making our employees healthier, and healthier covers everything, then we're all about that.
And is that something that you guys are doing a fair amount with?
Yeah.
Is this new bill?
Yeah. Teaching employees how to sleep has been a really popular seminar. You know, we did there you go.
I have no problem with that.
No,
I'm sorry.
The average American is exhausted. And just teaching people how to sleep through the night. We actually were able to change one particular, this is a hospital story, where their employees were late. Well, we found out the reason they were late was they were so tired they couldn't get up in the morning. And here's how they all go together. Who hits that snooze button? You hit that snooze button every day, you're wasting time. There's your gym time. There's your exercise time right there. We just found you some extra time.
That's funny. Well, speaking of time, we're actually out of time for this segment. This is the Business Spotlight. We got one more segment. You'll want to see it. We'll be right back.
You can become a published author. Discover a system that will lead you from idea to having your book on the bookshelves. Bob Baer pulls back the curtain at the More Power to Publish workshop. Watch and learn how to follow the step-by-step plan to turn your idea into a published book. Learn more at morepowertopublish.com.